Welcome to Whispers of the Web, where the hidden gems of the web come to life. Join us as we unravel the most fascinating tales, secrets, and discussions from across the web. Every whisper has a story. If you enjoy our journey through the whispers of the web, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the intrigue. Story number 1. Am I the a-hole for aborting my ex-fiancé's baby even though it may be his only chance? Hefty title, I know. I don't want this to be long as I'm on a time limit, so I'll be quick. I, 30 female, have been dating my now ex-fiancé, 35 male, for 5 years. From my knowledge, our relationship was perfect. He was a gentleman, a sweetheart, kind and genuine, all the things I ever wanted. A little over a week ago, I started feeling pretty sick and nauseous. The possibility of being pregnant really didn't even enter my mind, as I'll explain, but I took a test anyway, and it came back positive. Took another to be sure, and yeah, I'm pregnant. It hurts because I was genuinely so happy at the news, just being really giddy and excited. For context, my ex-fiancé has little to almost no sperm. Not sure of the medical term, but his balls are too hot basically. My ex has always wanted to be a dad. That's been his dream since I met him. And when we both had fertility testing when we started trying, he was crushed learning about his infertility. He went on a pretty bad spiral briefly with alcohol that was hard to watch. Anyway, you can understand how excited I was to tell him all of this. I left work early and headed home. I tried phoning him but didn't get any answer. He was in our bed, screwing an escort. I genuinely can't even explain the heartache I felt. Walking through the house, looking for him, and hearing them together. The absolutely disgusting things she was saying about me. Apparently she got off on the fact that he was cheating. I lost my crap, crying and yelling, dragged her out by her hair, and just started screaming at my ex. He was apologizing, saying he didn't mean to, that he was sorry and that it was just sex and that he loved me. The freaking cheater handbook. I was so angry and hurt. I really shouldn't have, but I just blurted out that I was pregnant and would be booking a visit to the clinic as soon as possible. He didn't believe me at first, so I threw my tests at him. He started crying a little, then asked if I cheated. I told him it didn't matter either way because I'd be terminating it and left. He's been messaging me constantly, showing up to my parents' place apologizing and begging for me not to terminate. It hurts because I wanted this baby too. It's not like it's an easy decision, but I can't keep it. I know that I'll always be tied to him for the rest of my life, and I refuse to let that happen. I'm grateful for my baby, because they helped me find out about my ex cheating, but I just can't keep it. My ex has just been sleeping in his car outside of my parents' house. He caught me one time on the way to work, and he said that I don't even have to be in his life for the babies, that I can sign away all parental rights, and to just please let him have this opportunity. But I mentally can't. I know that if I kept it I wouldn't be able to just give it away. I booked an appointment next week, earliest I can do. So am I the a-hole? I feel a bit morally conflicted, especially since this might be his only chance of having biological kids, which he desperately wants. Edit. Wow. Sorry, didn't expect to have so many responses. I'm a bit emotional and it's given me a lot to think about. I'd just like to add that I'm in no way doing this for revenge or for retaliation. That's not my thought process at all. It's purely just me, and I don't really care if it sounds selfish, but I don't feel like I'll be happy if I have this child. I'm thinking about myself, but I genuinely can't express how much I love him. So the hurt of possibly ruining this chance for him, especially when I saw how distraught he was when he was told that it's unlikely he'll have kids, is a lot to deal with. Edit 2. Sorry. I can't reply as much as I'd like to as there's a lot. I only expected a couple of replies, so it's a bit overwhelming. I'm not in the best state, so there's some things I missed when writing my posts, but I'm just too tired right now. Thank you for all of your words. I'm going to log out since it's a bit much. Update. I didn't mean for this to be a political post, which it turned into apparently, but I didn't expect this to blow up so much. I can't really reply to everyone, but I'll clarify some things and end it before leaving. I'm considering an abortion because he cheated. Yes. It's in no way an attempt to get revenge or be spiteful. If it was, I wouldn't have posted this. I would have just done it. My dilemma was more so me feeling like crap knowing how badly he wanted a child of his own, and how I might be taking that away from him. So no, for the final time I am not aborting to get back at him. Regarding the escort. I say escort loosely because that's what I'm told. But besides from what he's messaging me, that I'm not replying to, I have zero context. I don't need the context, and I honestly don't care anymore. Based on what a lot of you are saying regarding her, if she wasn't an escort and his girlfriend, great, she can have him. If she was an escort then yeah, it freaking sucks that 5 years together would make him seek an escort to insult me like that. I haven't aborted, not sure how some people missed that point, but my appointment is next week. I am still pregnant. I haven't cheated. Some people assumed so based on my lack of reply. I wished I did, because at least this crap show would be easier. But no, I haven't. The baby is his. I said it doesn't matter because at the time it didn't. Whether he was the father or not, I'd still be aborting. Think that's it for the clarifications. I don't really care about adding anything else since I got the answer to my initial question. Thank you all for the replies and comments. Unfortunately, I've had a couple of messages, group message requests, with some crap stuff. People calling me a baby killer, a beast. Whatever. It's expected. But thanks to all of the kind-hearted people who took the time to post a comment or message me. I probably have read it, just not replied. I didn't really think that this would cause a stir, but it did. Wasn't my intention at all. I'll probably delete my account as I got my answer. But as of now, I'm delaying the abortion. It's not that I'm not going through with it. I just think it's a good idea for me to think things over a bit more regarding my emotions. Maybe speak to someone more professional, you know? Anyway, thanks. You've all helped me a lot, more than I thought you would anyway. My heart feels a bit less heavy. Have a good evening. Yikes. This was a tough read. She is absolutely not the a-hole in this situation, and her emotions regarding carrying his baby to term are completely valid. I hope she does seek out the help she needs and makes the best informed decision going forward for her own mental health and happiness. Story number 2. Am I the a-hole for no longer buying my niece pastries because my brother-in-law eats them all? I, 22 female, babysit my niece Mona, for female, for my sister, 26 female, and brother-in-law, 28 male, every weekend, free of charge by the way. On Sundays I always take Mona with me to church, and if I'm not volunteering at Sunday school we usually leave right after service and hit up a cafe and just stuff our faces. Anyway, I always get a few extra pastries to go for my niece as a little treat for her. But I just found that my brother-in-law takes the pastries from my niece after I drop her off and eats them all without even sharing with her. So now I no longer send her home with treats. I still buy them for her, but now I set up a little picnic for her so she can enjoy herself. My brother-in-law confronted me about why Mona no longer brings home treats, and I told him I don't like how he eats the stuff I bought for her. And now he's calling me and Mona greedy. Am I the a-hole? Edit. Oh my gosh, hi. Hello everyone. Thank you for all your responses. I'm seeing a lot of you concerned about my niece eating too many treats, and this is honestly a valid concern, and I promise you I'm not stuffing my niece with junk food every week. I'm relatively healthy and make sure she eats her fruits and vegetables when she's with me. The pastries are not an every Sunday thing. I get that would be extremely unhealthy for a child. And when I said stuff our face, I didn't mean that literally. My niece is 4 and doesn't eat that much. Her go-to is always a pie, which I think is considered a pastry, and a mug of hot chocolate, and the extra pastries are like 2, which I give to my sister so she can decide when Mona is allowed to eat them. Edit 2. More on brother-in-law. This post was not me trying to make brother-in-law out to be an arse biscuit. Thank you to the user that commented this. He does that all on his own. I've had major problems with him for a while now. 1. Not only is he disrespectful to my sister, but he's also disrespectful to my parents, which is why my parents banned him from their house. I've heard him telling my sister to shut the F up and calling her B in front of my niece. 2. My sister constantly complains about basically being a single parent because he'll drag his feet and complain when my sister asks him to help. In other words, be a parent to his own child. I'm not worried about him trying to take advantage of me by constantly helping them out. I know he thinks I'm stupid for watching their child free of charge, but I don't care. I'm doing it for my niece and trying to give her some sort of comfort and safe space away from brother-in-law because he can be a bully towards everyone. That sounds like a very toxic man to be around and have to deal with. Good on this poster for being there for her niece, and no longer letting her brother-in-law take advantage of her kindness when she notices it. It's very important to have a safe adult figure in your life when you have turmoil in your home life. This poster is definitely not the a-hole, but it seems everyone agrees that the brother-in-law is. Story number 3. Am I the a-hole for posting pictures of my newborn on Facebook after my mom asked me not to? My fiancé, 22 male, and I, 29 female, had our first child in November. He was born via emergency C-section at 27 weeks. Obviously, we were scared that he would have health issues, and he has, but has progressed faster than doctors thought he would. At each milestone that puts him closer to leaving the neonatal intensive care unit, we have been posting to Facebook to share the good news. My mom texted me to tell me not to post anymore about the baby because her friends will know we are not married and had a baby. I asked why that mattered, and she told me that I was raised better than to do this and I should wait until we are legally married to post about my child. Not the a-hole at all. Your mom shouldn't have any say in when you post about your life. I understand she might have some religious issues she needs to work through there, even though she didn't specify that reasoning, but that is not at all your issue. Please post your life and your beautiful baby. You deserve to celebrate your happiness. Thank you for joining us for today's journey through the whispers of the web. Share your thoughts and suggestions for our next adventure. If you're not yet a part of our whispering community, click the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications to never miss out on another story. Join us next time as we uncover another enthralling tale from the web. Until our next whisper.